The sun had barely risen over the small village of Akanu, but the air already carried a strange silence. Children who normally ran through the dusty paths were nowhere to be seen. Inside one mud house, a young boy lay trembling under a thin cloth. His skin burned like fire. His mother dipped a cloth into a bowl of water and pressed it against his forehead, but the fever didn't break. Outside, the village whispered the same words over and over. "It is the red fever." Within weeks, the illness spread through Akanu like wildfire. It began the same way every time: high fever, pounding headache, vomiting, and weakness so severe that even strong farmers could barely stand. Some died within days. Others simply disappeared into delirium before their bodies finally gave up. The villagers believed the forest spirits were angry, but one man refused to believe that. His name was Dr. Triumph, one of the very few African doctors trained under British colonial medical schools. When he arrived in the village, the elders warned him, "Doctor, this sickness is not for men to fight." But Dr. Triumph had seen this before, not in Akanu, but in textbooks. He began studying the sick patients carefully. Every case started with the same pattern: fever, headache, extreme weakness. Then he noticed something unusual. Most of the sick villagers lived near the swamp, and almost every patient complained that the illness began after nights filled with mosquito bites. The elders laughed when he said it. How can something so small kill a man? But Dr. Triumph was convinced. One night he sat by a lantern examining blood from a patient under his small microscope. Then he saw it. Tiny parasites swimming inside the red blood cells. His heart pounded. It was malaria. But not the mild kind many villagers survived. This was severe falciparum malaria, the deadliest form. Without treatment, death was almost certain. Triumph rushed to the village square the next morning. He begged the villagers to clear the swamp water near their homes, to sleep under nets, to burn mosquito breeding sites. And most importantly, he began treating the sick with quinine, one of the only medicines available at the time. At first, the villagers resisted, but something incredible happened. The patients who received treatment started to recover. The fevers broke. The headaches faded. People who were hours away from death began to stand again. Within months, the mysterious red fever stopped spreading. The villagers finally understood something that would change their lives forever. The enemy wasn't spirits, it was a mosquito. Years later, Akanu became known for something remarkable. It became one of the first villages in the region to actively fight malaria with prevention. And Dr. Triumph? His discovery helped educate thousands of people across West Africa. Because sometimes the deadliest enemy in the world is the one you can barely see. And even today, that same tiny mosquito still kills over 500,000 people every year.